So this is a vibration model for the crane pulley. So here the pulley having the mass capital M and radius is R. It is connected to one fixed support, or basically it is hanging from this fixed support with the help of this spring cage. Okay. And this rope which is passing over this pulley, it carries one mass which is a small m. Okay. And this mass m, it receives some displacement that is called as initial displacement x. And if the mass m, or if you release the force on the mass m, then complete system will oscillate with some frequency. So we have to find out that frequency. Okay. So here there is a proper friction between this rope and this pulley. Okay. So that means this rope, it cannot slip on this pulley. So when we press the mass m in the downward direction, because of the friction of this pulley with this rope, this pulley also rotates in the clockwise direction. Okay. So for the kinetic energy, we have to consider the kinetic energy for the linear motion and kinetic energy for the rotational motion. So let us visualize the actual vibration of this system. So just imagine, instead of this mass m, if this center point of the pulley, it moves in the downward direction by some displacement x. Okay. So I will draw here displaced position for that pulley. So this line, it represents the initial position. After displacement, this center point, it will move in the downward direction by x displacement. This is initial position, and this is the position after displacement. Okay. So this is the x displacement of that pulley or a drum in the downward direction. So just imagine, this is a hypothetical condition. This rope, it remains at the same position. Okay. And after this, if you try to pull this mass in the downward direction, then what is the possible deformation for this mass m? Will it be x only? It is x by 2, or this is a 2x? You can give your answer in the chat box. I hope you understood my question. Initially, we have just displaced the pulley by x displacement in the downward direction. Okay. Just imagine, this is a hypothetical case. The rope which is passing over that pulley, it remains at the initial position only. And after that, we pull the mass m in the downward direction. So what is the displacement of the mass m? It is x, x by 2, or this is a 2x. You can give your answer in the chat box. Yes, that will be 2x. Okay, because this mass, So this is the X displacement. And again, on this side, this is the X displacement. Okay. And therefore, if you pull the mass M in the downward direction, its displacement will be 2x. Okay. So this is the relation between when we pull the mass M in downward direction. You can take any parameter. Let us take this as a Y parameter. Okay. That means if you pull the mass M or press the mass M in the downward direction by Y displacement, the displacement of the center of this pulley, it will be half. So this will be Y by 2. Okay. Or if you pull the mass M in the downward direction by X parameter, this will be X by 2. Okay. So this is the relation between displacement of the mass M and displacement of the pulley. So this relation is required in order to find out the kinetic energy and the potential energy. Okay. Now write the equation for kinetic energy. So kinetic energy total of the system, this is equal to kinetic energy of the small mass M plus kinetic energy of the pulley. Okay. In the last problem, this pulley, it was fixed about this center. Okay. That means it can only have the rotational motion, but its linear motion, it was not possible. But in this case, this point is not fixed. It is connected to a spring. Okay. That means this point, it can move in the downward direction. That will be the linear displacement. Okay. Which is equal to Y or X by 2. At the same time, as there is a friction between this rope and this pulley, that means when we pull the mass M in the downward direction, this friction will cause the rotation of this pulley by angular displacement theta. So we have to consider both the energies for the pulley. One is linear kinetic energy and second is the rotational kinetic energy. So your equation will be kinetic energy of the small mass M. So this is only a linear energy because this mass M, it can have only linear direction, linear motion, plus this kinetic energy will be kinetic energy of the disk linear plus kinetic energy of the disk. This is a rotational motion. Okay. So now write the equation. First, kinetic energy of the small mass M. So it is only linear kinetic energy, which is a 1 by 2 M. So I have assumed X as a displacement of the mass M. Don't consider Y. So X is the displacement of this mass M. So its kinetic energy will be 1 by 2 M X dot square. Kinetic energy of the disk for linear motion. So this is equal to 1 by 2 for disk mass is capital M. And now observe, when mass M moves with the X displacement, this pulley or its center, it will have the X by 2 displacement. Okay. So I will write here, instead of X, just write here X dot by 2 square. Okay. So this will be 1 by 2 M by 4 X dot square. So this is linear kinetic energy for the disk. Now we have to consider the rotational kinetic energy. So kinetic energy of the disk for rotational motion, this is equal to 1 by 2. Now we have to consider the mass moment of inertia. Okay. So right here I0 into what is the angular displacement, which is corresponding to X, that is a theta. So this is theta dot square. So this is a rotational kinetic energy for the pulley or that disk. Okay. So now add all these energies and convert X parameter into theta parameter. Okay. And for the spring, its potential energy, the remaining part you try to complete. Potential energy only for the spring. This is the total energy. It is equal to 1 by 2 K. And what is the deformation of the spring? Whether it is X or X by 2, it will be X by 2. Okay. Because center displacement for the pulley is x by 2 and center is directly connected to this spring. So this is 1 by 2 k x by 2 square. So that is equal to 1 by 2 k by 4 x square. Now add potential energy total and kinetic energy total. Convert x parameter into theta parameter or theta into x. So therefore we have to find out this relation between x and theta. Okay, you try to find out this relation, whether it is r theta, r by 2 theta, or 2r into theta, and then convert x parameter into theta or theta parameter into x, then find out the equation of motion, and after that find out the natural frequency. Okay, so try to complete the remaining part. Just note down this. So we will stop here. Just give your attendance and then you can join the next lecture.